Hello, morning. Welcome back to another weekly vlog. It has been about 10 days since I picked up the camera. I think the last time I filmed was when I did my Trader Joe's haul. And on that day, I was all excited about doing fall activities. Since we got back from our trip in, mid-October, we kind of missed a couple of weeks of peak fall season here. So I was really looking forward to getting into celebrating the season. And I don't know what happened. The days got away from me. We had about 5 days of really gloomy, rainy weather where we couldn't get out and about very much. And then we've had a cold front come in. So it's gone from being in the 80s to right now, I think it's in the 40s. So it got quite a bit colder quickly. And so over those kind of gloomy days, me and Sophia and Teddy just leaned well into that cozy season and just chilled out, watched some movies, ate food, and I just never picked up the camera, even though I thought about it and I meant to. A lot of the things I wanted to get done during the last week and a half, I have not accomplished at all. I still haven't unpacked all of my Trader Joe's pantry items because I wanted to do a kind of a bit of a pantry refresh. And that hasn't happened yet, but that is on the list for today. Other things that I have not yet accomplished that I want to get done are giving my front porch a little bit of attention. I have picked up a fall wreath that I found at another store. I want to see if the store has any mums to put on my front porch, and just, I know we're well into the fall season now, but I just want to give it a bit of love. I need to do some weeding in that area. Since the temperature dropped quite dramatically, I have kind of scrambled to get some of the warmer clothes for all of us out, but I haven't yet put the summer stuff away because we just got back from a hot holiday and it was still warm here. And so giving the closets a bit of a reorg is also on the agenda. So I thought I would turn the camera on and we can just do some of these things together. Today is actually Halloween. We have friends coming over around 3 o'clock today. So it's 9 o'clock right now. I have about 6 hours. It's not going to be a day where I can devote the amount of time I would like to each of these areas of my house. So what I thought I would do is set a little bit of a timer and just try and devote like 30 minutes to some of these projects and just see how far we get. So step one is getting ready for the day. And I thought we could get ready together and just chat. I've been really enjoying all of the fall vlogs. It's one of my favorite times of year to watch YouTube. I think fall and then obviously Christmas, which is very fast approaching. On Saturday, I realized that Halloween was really close, like obviously less than a week away, and I had not organized costumes yet for the kids and for Teddy. If you hear any background noise, Sophia is exploring the drawers and she likes to take things out and put things back in. So if you hear any banging, that's what that is. I had an idea for Halloween. Since we have Teddy now, he's a golden retriever. I thought it would be really fun to do a coordinated costume theme between the three of them and have Teddy wear a lion's mane outfit and then have the kids be other safari animals. But when on Saturday I started researching, looking for costumes, a lot of them didn't have good reviews. It was hard to find a costume that was a good review for a pet and then a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. And then I also found that the shipping timeframes meant that a lot of the ones I liked were not going to make it on time. So we had to pivot. I had Jameson. Hi, Annie. What are we doing? Hi. You want to come up? Oh, there we go. I had Jameson look on the computer on Amazon and let me know what he wanted to wear. Oh, hold on, Annie. I'll do that one in a second. And he wanted to be Superman, so we ordered Superman costume for him.
Oh, is that dog?
Yeah.
Oh, is it dog?
Yeah, honey. And then with Sophia, when I was looking at the weather forecast, it's kind of an unpredictable time of year, the end of October here. Most of October is pretty warm. But I remember, I think it was 2 years ago, we had an extremely cold Halloween night for trick-or-treating, and we were probably only outside for 15 minutes because it was below freezing. And today it's going to get up into the 60s, but it's probably going to be a bit chillier than that by the time they're trick-or-treating later. So when I was looking at the weather forecast, I thought I should probably get something warm and cozy for Sophia. So we have gone with a unicorn. Thank you, honey. Oh dear, oh dear. So we've got Superman, a unicorn, and then yesterday I wanted to go find something for Teddy. Yeah. And I went to the pet store, like a big chain pet store, and they were out of virtually everything when it comes to pets costumes. They had a couple of things for really tiny dogs, which Teddy is not. So I went to like a local, it's like a dog bakery in downtown Bentonville. It's very, very cute. I didn't think that they would have like costumes, but they usually have a really nice selection of bandanas, and I thought maybe they have some Halloween themed bandanas, and they did. So I picked up a ghosts. Oh, where's that? Bandana for Ted. So we have put something together in a less organized fashion than what I would like. I need to remember next year that I need to start Halloween prep much sooner than one week before. The other thing we've got going on is tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. we are doing our fall family, I guess, annual photo shoot. As we have a local organization here in Northwest Arkansas. Yes, honey. Yeah. Oh dear. We have a local organization here in Arkansas that supports foster families and adoptive families. They provide various support, things like tickets for events in the community and things like that. And one of the incredible things they do is once a year they will book like 4 to 6 local photographers, and for any foster family or any adoptive family of any kind, whether that's private adoption through foster care. Thanks, honey. And they will do like these like mini fall photo shoots that I think 20 minutes long, and they pick a different location each year. They so last year was the first year that we did it, and it was at a local park, and this year it's at a different park that we go to quite often, and it was incredible. The event last year, it was completely sort of booked up. The photos that we got were some of my like favorite photos that we've had taken of our family. I love to do photos outside. Yeah, where it's more of a natural environment. Yeah. Last year, our black lab, Alfie, came to the photo shoot. Are you copying, Mama? I was debating whether to bring whether to bring Alfie, because as you can imagine, it's a bit of a handful having at the time a 3-year-old, a 6-month-old, and then also a dog, and trying to corral everybody to a central area and take pictures. But we had a lot of fun with it, and some of my favourite photos from that photo shoot were the more candid shots where it just looked a little chaotic. And then we got some really nice sort of posed ones as well. Yeah. Yeah. So that's something else that we've got going on this week that I have not prepared for or organised. Trying to figure out what we are all going to wear for that. I had a big closet. Yes, honey. I had a big closet clear out last winter, and I got rid of, I guess, the majority of like older sweaters, especially like knits and woolen things. They can sometimes become more worn or get misshapen quicker than other items. Yes, honey. And so when I had a quick look, thanks, baby. Bop, bop, bop. Bop. When I had a quick look to see what options I have for warmer weather, I basically had 2 nicer sweaters, and that was it. One, thank you, honey. One was the sweater I wore in our photo shoot last year, so I don't want to wear that one again. So I was just going to wear the other one. Thank you, baby. I had bought Jameson a nice shirt that was 4 colours a while back, so he had something, and I had bought Sophia. Yes, I had bought Sophia a dress a while ago, and I checked, and the 2 items I bought from them went really well together. So I was like, perfect. Sophia has a dress, Jameson has a shirt, and then I will just wear, it's like a sort of warm beigey brown cozy sweater, and then I'll just pair it with some smart jeans and taller boots so that I'm a little bit more dressy. And I thought, okay, we're good to go. But then the weather forecast was going to be just more chilly than what I thought it would be. And Sophia's dress is short sleeved. So yesterday when I went out to get things for Teddy, I went to the store and I picked up some like tights for Sophia and then a couple of cardigan options. Are you doing your makeup? So the other thing I picked up, because I want Teddy to be in these pictures. Last year, I didn't know it at the time, but it was the last year that we had Alfie, and I'm so glad that even though it was a bit chaotic, that I brought Alfie to that photo shoot, because those photos are so precious, and I'll have those forever. And this year it's Teddy's first year in our family, and I want I want to do the same for him, include him. For me, our dog is a central part of our family, and I love having pictures of them up on the wall with us. Yes, honey. I thought it might be fun. I don't usually like dress the dog up in any way, but I thought it would be fun whilst I was going to like the local pet store to look for a Halloween themed bandana. I thought I'd look to see if I could find a full one as well, and I did. So I think we have clothing options for our photo shoot tomorrow. Oh, honey. Are you helping Mama? And that's what we've got going on. I'm gonna finish getting ready with my makeup assistant here, and then I will bring you out and about with us. and let's see how much we can get done in the next 6 hours. Sophia, she drew on me with lip liner. Can I be bothered to change my outfit? We are probably about a week away from peak fall colours here in northwest Arkansas. I don't know if you can see any of it out the window, just a little bit maybe. I'm going to try and do much more filming outside over the next week. I've just realised that I've just been chatting and driving automatically to Target, and I'm not going to Target. That's not on our agenda. So let's pivot and go the right way. That'll teach me for trying to drive and talk at the same time. As you can probably tell, I am really new to vlogging and new to YouTube. I started my channel and posted my first video about a month ago. This is, I think, my third weekly vlog, and I really enjoy it, but there is so much that goes into it that you just don't realize. I now look at the weekly vlogs that I am subscribed to for other creators. I watch those now through a different lens, because you really have to think about, is the camera stable, the audio, where the sun is, and it's like I've mentioned before, it's almost always sunny here, and it's so beautiful outside. I want to film outside. I film on a really small camera. It's the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and I absolutely love it. The only downside is the I don't know what it's called, like the little screen where you can see what you're filming, like a preview screen maybe it's called, is also really small. It's a great camera for being out and about, and is not so obvious when you're vlogging in public. But having such a small like preview screen makes it difficult to see like where I am on the screen. So some of the footage I've taken, I've got home, and it's only once I've watched it back have I realized, oh, this part of the videography side of things is off or wrong, or I need to improve on next time. So as well as trying to become comfortable talking to an object, which is strange in and of itself, I'm also trying to learn these technical things. So if you are watching these vlogs regularly, I hope you will see a big improvement week to week, and just know that behind the scenes I am doing my best to make the quality good, and also talk about interesting and relatable topics. Last Christmas, it was the first time that I noticed Vlogmas vlogs. I'm relatively new to YouTube, and I didn't know I didn't know what vlogging was until a few years ago, but I didn't know that people uploaded every week to YouTube, and it, you know, it's essentially like watching TV, and I absolutely love it. But last Christmas we were actually away, and I had jet lag. We were in the UK, and I was browsing on YouTube, and I stumbled across one of the creators that I follow regularly, and it was the beginning of their Vlogmas, and I was like, what is that? And I got so into it. I love the more raw, less produced, less edited, day in the life, behind the scenes, seeing how people live, like what errands they get up to, what they have in their fridge, how their closet looks, what products they use. It's all really interesting, and I love that more and more people of all walks of life are getting the camera out, and we're getting glimpses into people's lives. I'm thinking about doing Vlogmas myself this year. If I can get better and quicker at editing, I think it would be something really fun to do. I've seen some other creators who get this like calendar. I think one of them was like a canvas calendar, and each day through December they have like a different activity to do with their children, and I love the idea of that. I probably won't get a physical like canvas calendar, but I love the idea of planning something and kind of pulling something out of a hat and being like, this is what we're going to do today. We're going to go look at Christmas lights or whatever it is. I think that would be so fun as an annual thing I do with the children. And so regardless of whether I vlog, that's something I want to do, and I need to learn from my fall and Halloween mistake of doing everything way too late and get organized with Christmas, because tomorrow, I cannot believe it, tomorrow is the 1st of November. The burr months are my absolute favorite, and we're halfway through. Where has it gone? Where has it gone? It needs to slow down. So I really need to spend some time in November researching that, and if I need to, I don't know, order any crafts or anything, get that done. Okay, looks like they have just a few mums left. Not many. I know it's really late. There's probably many of you like, what are you doing going to get mums on Halloween? You are way too late. But here we are. We are making the most of the last little bits of fall. Okay, let's go in and see what we can find. That is some bright sunshine for us. You can see I opted not to, oh there we go, opted not to change my shirt, so it looks like I've got red pen on me. I'm hoping it'll come out in the wash. And then Sophia also used my lip liner on her face, and I thought she had scratched herself. I was worried about the pictures tomorrow, but it was just lip liner, so it wiped off. We were all good. Okay, let's get a cart. Yeah. Alright, let's get you strapped in, honey. This is the first time I've been into like a big store for quite a while, and they have all the Christmas stuff out already. I feel like I've missed a season, even though we were out of the country. You can see what's behind me. We were only out of the country for 2 weeks. Like, we were gone 6 weeks. I mean, the good part, this is the section where all the mums are kept. I'm very late. But the good part is they're on clearance. Alright, that was successful. They were on clearance, so we got 4 tubs and it only came to $11. So that was pretty good. Okay, we've made it to our next location. I'm going to pick out a couple of these artificial pumpkins to go on the front porch. We have some nice natural looking ones. I like these. Orange is not my favorite color, so when I'm decorating for fall I try to find some natural things. Another thing I have are these lights that you can see. They actually have lights inside, so I got a couple of those so they can light up tonight, which will look cute when for the trick-or-treaters. We made it back from the store, had some lunch, and Sophia has gone down for her nap. So now I am going to do some quick 30-minute power sessions at some of these areas I want to decorate, organize, declutter. So we're starting off with the front porch. I'm going to set myself about 30 minutes and see, with the things that I picked up from the stores we just went to, how I can make the front porch look festive. Back inside now, and my next little task that should only take a few minutes is to spruce up my kitchen counters a little bit. I don't like to decorate too much inside. I prefer things mostly minimal, but I have in this corner here, I call this my seasonal corner, and it's just a little area where I can decorate. These are my kitchen counters. I prefer to keep them mostly clear because I don't have a ton of counter space, and so my appliances and things I either keep in the cupboards or they're in the pantry. So what I'm going to do now is spruce up this little corner area. I bought a couple of extra things from the store this morning. One of the pumpkins, similar to outside, but a smaller version that has the lights inside, so that'll look really nice at night. And then I have another section where I keep a cookbook out, and I like to switch the cookbooks out for something more seasonal. So I'm going to look and see what I have that's a little more cozy for that little section. But for right now, let's work on my little seasonal corner. Okay, this is what we've ended up with. I think it looks really cute and it'll look nice at night. And this is where I usually keep my scented candle if I have one going in the fall and the winter. This is, I really like this brand, Sweet Water Decor. You can see it right there. This one smells really good. This is probably my favorite. I have ordered a couple of others that are fall themed, but this one is my favorite. This is the next little section I'm going to work on. I'm going to switch out this book, and since the clocks are changing, let's see, today's Friday, they're changing tomorrow night. I'm going to put this one out. This one, if you can read it. It says Long Nights and Log Fires. This is one of my favorite books. I've had this for probably 10 years. It's got some really nice recipes for soups and stews. Next job on my agenda is to tackle the pantry. I organized my pantry a few months ago and put things into these containers, and over the last, I'd say 3 to 4 months since I've had a good organize, a few things have become a bit untidy. So snacks is one. I need to find like a bigger basket to put the snacks in, because what I'm finding is I'm just kind of shoving things in front of other things, and I've got kind of a bigger snack section up here. And these are just a little bit harder to get to. I want to bring them down a level. The other thing that has been happening is this bottom shelf is now accessible by Sophia. And so there are a few things I've had to just spontaneously move up a shelf, and I need to do a little bit of reorganization. I want to make use, I've got some space up there on the taller shelf, so I want to move some things up, move some things down. The other thing is a few random things have migrated into here. So down here I see we've got some cleaning products, and then once we've got Teddy, we've just got random puppy toys and things like that. The other thing is where I use these black labels here, there are a few containers that don't have labels yet, because when I was putting some things in containers I couldn't find my roll of the black stickers to put on these containers. So I'm going to try and spend 20 to 30 minutes just doing a refresh in here. I don't have time to do a complete reorganization, but I think just spending a little bit of time is going to help. right, the refresh is done. I'm feeling good about it. So most importantly, we have gotten everything off the floor other than Teddy's food container, which we keep in here. And then we've kept the baskets on the lower shelf. Next shelf up, here we've got oils and honey and things like that. Tea, coffee stuff. Here I've decided to do a little seasonal section because I don't want to put this stuff kind of with the other categories and forget that it's here. So I want to make sure I'm using all the fall inspired stuff this season. I've relocated the fruit bowl to here so Sophia can't access it, and then I've reorganized the snack section. So this is kind of handy to have, like a catch-all larger basket that I can keep different things in. So we've got like cookies, chips, and then some fruit pouches, and then in here I've got kind of all the smaller things, the different protein bars and things like that, and then just some popcorn. Moving up a shelf, I have put just a few additional snacks here. I don't want Jameson to be able to get those whenever he wants. So I put those up a shelf because they look very tempting for everybody. And then I've kind of put the baking stuff on these two shelves. And then I've moved, I've just got some kind of backstock baskets up there on the top shelf. Okay, next section here. This is kind of what I would call the cooking section. So it's nuts, lentils, different types of rice and pasta, and then just some overflow things here, some like bread muffin mix, pancake mix. Moving over to this area, here we've got like protein powders, granolas, oatmeal cereals, and then I keep my tins up here on this section. Up on the top shelf, you'll see I've got a lot of juice, oatmeal, and peanut butter. And over here, I have quite a lot of cereal. The reason that is my children, because of them being adopted through foster care and because of sort of their circumstances, they qualify for the food program WIC. I think it's Women, Infant, Children. And they qualify for that until they're 5 years old. And through that program, we receive a quota of some staple items every month. So we get a certain dollar amount for fruits and vegetables, and then we get milk, yogurt, cheese, cereal, some whole grains. There's a whole variety of things. It calculates to be about $150 per month right now because they are currently both qualifying, so it's very helpful. But I tend to build up a little bit of stock of some of the items that I don't use every month. So I need to get better about that, especially I'm looking at like the oatmeal and the peanut butter. Peanut butter doesn't last as long as you think it does, so I need to come up with some recipes for like protein bars and things like that so I can get through that easier. All right, that's that section. And then here is kind of where I have appliances because these are too big to go on the counter. It's not an ideal use of space like this. It's hard having my coffee machine here because I have to take the whole thing out to reload the coffee beans, but this is kind of with what space I have right now. And then the other thing I wanted to make sure I had was some extra space. So hopefully I'll get to do a little bit more work in here before like the Christmas season. I still want to like label some of the containers I didn't get around to labeling, but I want to make sure that I have some extra space so that as I get busy, I'm not putting things in front of other things. I have a spot to put them. So yeah, so I'm pretty pleased with that. Now I'm going to figure out the next task. Let's do a time check. So it's nearly 1 o'clock. I have about 2 hours. I also need to do a quick clean of downstairs and the bathroom vacuum, and also have to go to the store before I go pick Jameson up at 3 o'clock. So I'm going to take a brief pause and then resume in just a second.
there, baby. Oh, there, baby. Oh, there, baby.
Good morning. It's the next day. We had a really nice Halloween night last night, had some friends over, did trick-or-treating. This morning we have our family photo shoot, so we have everybody in the car. Everybody's ready, including Teddy. And we're going to a local park, but it is currently raining. So when I look at the sky, there are parts that are blue and parts that are really dark. So I think we're just going to have to head to the park and see what the situation is there. Hopefully the photo shoot can go ahead, because for anyone that has had to get a whole family ready for a photo shoot, it is a lot of work, a little bit stressful. Mostly getting me ready, because I have to do hair and makeup. The kids were pretty easy, but it's just hard for me to concentrate on my makeup and hair tools and things like that.